Sounds like someone wants to get funky.
It's Comix Podcast with Mighty Mosby, Mob Stash, and Esther Stark. Here is your host, Esther Stark.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
Sounds like someone wants to get funky.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's Comix Podcast with Mighty Mosby, Mob Stash, and Esther Stark. Here is your host, Esther Stark.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
Well, I think you guys like the intro so much, that's why it was played twice. So I apologize for it being played twice. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Comix Podcast. We are live currently right now. Yes, we are live. Cheers. And we are live on Twitch, on Instagram, and on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody. I am your host, as you heard, Esther Stark. We've got Mob Stash right over here to my right, probably your left. And then the mightiest of Mosbys is here joining us today. So, how have you guys been? It's been a long week. How have you guys been? Yeah?
A long 2 weeks. We had a break last week.
Yeah, that's true. It has been a long 2 weeks. So we're back and we're excited to go ahead and get this show on the fucking road. Yeah, like Mo said. Super excited. Okay, so let's see. Just to go ahead and give you guys a heads up, we are currently sponsored by W Energy Drink. W Energy Drink is the energy drink that does not give you that crash and that nasty feeling once you go ahead and your energy drink ends up leaving your system. You are fully energized for the entire day, and it keeps you going throughout your whole day. You know, Luis, one of our old co-hosts, he actually picked it up. He used it as a pre-workout, and he says he loves it. So those are his words, not ours. So he loves it. So thank you, Luis, for that. If you guys go ahead and go to Dubby's website, that's www.dubby.gg, and use code COMIX10 at checkout, you guys do get 10% off of your entire purchase. So go ahead and pick up your W Energy drink today. Ash, do we have any comments today, dude?
So what had happened was,
Damn.
stalling to open YouTube.
We were
some more subscribers.
Woo! Shout out to the new subscribers.
Yes, thank you, guys.
And everything else were suggestions of other people's content.
Other people's content. Okay.
Yeah. You know, like, hey, watch a Wolverine trailer, that kind of shit.
Oh, where'd that come
Get off
from?
our timeline with that shit.
Get off of our timeline. So we are an interactive podcast. So thank you guys very, very much for the comments. If when you guys go ahead and drop us a comment, make sure you guys go ahead and leave it on any one of our social medias: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We will go ahead and read the comments of our next show. But going to jump in real quick to recommendations. Have you guys seen or started watching? It just came out on Netflix. Chaos.
No, I just saw that it was available today, though. I plan to watch it this week.
Yeah, that's the one with Jeff Goldblum. Saw the first episode yesterday, and it's really good. It's really. I thought it was going to be like super cheesy, and like kind of like a play on like real world, but us not knowing that the Greek gods actually exist. But no, they lean into it full force. They're the only gods that exist in this show, Chaos. It does star Jeff Goldblum. That he does play Zeus in this. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. It is in current times. You do see Zeus and Hera and Dionysus, and you also see Orpheum in there. So there's a lot. There's a lot of Greek gods that are in there. So when you guys get it,
is it anything like American Gods?
No, so that was going to be my next thing. It is not like anything like American Gods. American Gods is, if you guys don't know, it was on Starz, and it was on Neil Gaiman's book American Gods, and it's in the same light, but it's not as dark and over the top like American Gods. This one is actually, you can tell it's more playful. It's more not lighthearted. It doesn't take itself so seriously like American Gods did. So it's pretty good. Jeff Goldblum is Jeff Goldblum in this show. So it's really, really cool. If you guys get a chance, check it out. That is my recommendation to check out Chaos. And also Terminator Zero. I've already seen 3 episodes of that, and that is really good too. Mose, how do you feel about Terminator Zero being a big anime fan?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I saw you guys were talking about it, and I was like, Terminator, huh? And I told Aurelius about it, and he's like, it's an anime. So luckily I'm on a 3-day weekend. I got a lot of shit I can get done. But
Okay.
I was going to recommend
Sure, yeah.
Rick and Morty anime.
Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty have an anime.
Really?
Yep. I don't know
that's
why,
cool.
but they do.
I don't know how, but they did it.
Man. But
Yeah.
bringing up the Chaos was pretty funny because I was watching Netflix. I'm watching a shitty show on Netflix right now. I will not say what it is. But I saw the Chaos intro, and it just made me crack up because I'm like, how real is it that Zeus would be trying to call all his kids and nobody would be answering the phone? They'd just be screening their calls like, nope. So because he's such a dick. It's just
Yeah. No, seriously, he really is. If you guys don't know your Greek mythology, Zeus is a fucking asshole. He is. Yeah. No, absolutely. He's a complete tool. So it's really good. So guys, check it out. It's only I think 8 episodes. 8 episodes are about an hour each. So you guys can probably, if you guys wanted to binge it, you guys could probably binge it in a day. So yeah. But moving on from that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Ash, who is our resident reading notes guy this week.
Wow. Wow.
Dude, okay, it's either that or what you said before.
What you said before. Well, Mose won't tell us what episode of Love Island she's on, so let's just
I'm
not.
not watching Love Island. I'm not watching Love Island.
Whatever.
Gross.
Gross.
As far as Marvel news, somebody returns in Vision Quest. I am trying here. Either that or I just give it away. It's to be based on a comic run. There was deleted Deadpool Wolverine scenes featuring one of our favorite. He's been waiting his whole life for this. Somebody will be coming into Mandalorian. That didn't come out right. And it was gonna okay. And the Acolyte, and obviously somebody wasn't surprised it was canceled due to Star Wars hate. Oh shit, that was already in there.
Nice.
Somebody
Fantastic.
was also the original choice for Saul. Spider-Man 4 news. There's a comeback after 15 years of a band for the. And,
That's all rapid fire news, homie. Rapid fire.
okay.
You're going
Boom,
to
boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Hulk Hogan movie canceled. Somebody's gonna remake Anaconda. And Predator Badlands, All Quiet, One Piece, casting, video game news, Rush Hour news, DC news, Heat, and Sonic 3 news.
Gonna have a blast. Well done, Al.
Oh, sir.
I'm trying to read it without reading it and give shit away. So, of course, I have to. I'm not good at that. Mosby's good at that. I'm not good at that.
Well, okay. She's like, I'm Mose. That's me. That's me. Yeah, so jumping into our Marvel news, we actually got confirmation, and this is actually coming from the Hollywood Reporter. James Spader is reprising his role as Ultron, and he will be in Vision Quest, the upcoming Paul Bettany Marvel television show. Supposed to follow White Vision at this point. I don't know why. Every time when they say it, it sounds very racist when they say it. White Vision. It's like, easy, you know?
No relation to Johnny.
No. None whatsoever. But they're saying, based off of what the Hollywood Reporter is saying, it is going to be based off of the Tom King run of Vision. That comic book came out in a few years back, and you can kind of see Vision creating a life for himself, which is actually pretty cool. If you guys know any of Tom King's work, Tom King is a really, really good writer for Marvel, or actually just writer in general. So if you guys can pick up Vision, written by Tom King, and it's going to go ahead and be loosely based off of Vision Quest. So based off of what I'm hearing or what I've read on the Hollywood Reporter, it looks like because Wanda's now gone, it looks like Vision's going to try to create a sentient partner for himself. So, and we all know how that goes.
And ends up making Ultron? Weird.
That would be weird, right? He ends up making like his wife, and it just sounds like James Spader.
Ultron the whole time? Yikes!
Imagine. Hello.
We're having taquitos for dinner.
What?
I'm talking, dude.
How long do you think will be in the movie before James Spader gives an impactful speech?
Say that again?
How long do you think we'll be watching the movie until James Spader gives an impactful speech? You know, he has to use that voice. Like, it's what he does. He gives dramatic speeches.
I would say within the opening dialogue of episode 1.
Damn. Right out the gate with the speech. He's the narrator.
He's like, he's going to be just one of those. He goes, I've returned. How did this happen? You know?
And then we get the Pinocchio song again. Oh my
God. Fucking creepy ass Pinocchio song.
What if he makes like a sex doll and it has a regular girl's voice, and then slowly it just goes into James Spader?
You understand this is Disney, right? Just because they ended up going ham on Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't mean that they're going to introduce sex dolls now, sir.
You never know.
This is for Disney. Is this the Disney Plus show? This is a show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Disney Plus show. This is based off of the new model now that Bob Iger's being stating that they're only going to be putting out 2 to 3 movies a year, and I believe like 1 or 2 TV shows instead of fucking throwing everything at us all at once in an entire year. So it's going to be stuff like that. So
that's good. That does sound like a lot, but that's good. Because there's a lot of stuff to get.
What's up, Geek Saga? Aloha. He's still out in Hawaii, Lucky.
Well, good for you, sir.
Yes, sir. And he's saying, an Ultra sex doll, I'm in. You would be in.
Of course you are.
You'll need a lot of WD-40.
Oh my gosh. Please, can we not?
Disgusting. WD-40. You guys are gross. So okay, I'm excited about James Spader coming back. How do you guys feeling about James Spader coming back?
Oh yes. I don't care.
Right?
I don't care what nobody says. I liked Age of Ultron.
It was good.
That's right. I liked it.
It was really good. No, there was a lot of hate. There was a lot of hate towards it, and I don't remember why there was so much hate though. Like,
No idea.
Me
You know?
neither. I went back and watched it not too long, and I was just like,
you were trying to pick it apart, right?
right? I was like, this
Yeah.
is still really early in the universe building. Like, I don't know what people wanted from it. That's what I'm not understanding.
I mean, if what they were looking for was something from the Age of Ultron comic book run, no, you're not getting that right away. Because, like Mo said, this is early stages of storytelling in the Marvel universe. So no, you're not going to get that Age of Ultron comic run, that 10-issue comic run that we got. I think Bendis wrote it, but you're not getting that, with that. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's supposed to be premiering in 2025. Not exactly sure when. There's not a date, but the slate is 2025.
I'm here for the robot on robot violence.
Robot on robot violence is actually really good. Yeah,
Or
all down for robot on robot violence. No one really gets hurt. Not Rock'em Sock'em.
Rock'em Sock'em.
Not Rock'em Sock'em.
Punch out. Whoa.
Oh no! At the
You
end,
guys just want to see Real Steel.
Oh,
Hey.
I love that movie.
Real Steel's the shit, dude. Don't talk shit about Real Steel. Real Steel's awesome.
The movie was great.
It really was. Let's see. Shifting gears from one Marvel movie to another, Ryan Reynolds dropped a deleted scene already from Deadpool and Wolverine, and it shows the Gambit walking away from the battle. It shows him, kind of walking away. He turns his head, and you can see in the reflection in his eyes, a portal being opened, and him having a big old smile on his face. So it does give the hint that Gambit survived. He got out of the void. That was pretty much it. Didn't show X-23 or anything like that. I'm all for Gambit. I want more Gambit. In the MCU, with the new X-Men, the Mutant Saga that's supposed to be coming up, he is one of the X-Men that is going to be, part of the main roster. So yeah. Did you guys end up seeing that deleted scene that Ryan Reynolds dropped? How are you? What do you think about that?
How else was he supposed to end up in Secret Wars? He had to be out of the void to be in the next movie. I was like, is this supposed to be a big bang? Maybe it's who's opening the portal. That's the big bang.
The way
It
she
could be.
responded to you, the subtitle should have just said "fuck you."
I was just kind of like, well, yeah. How is he going to get into that movie?
Yeah. Geek Saga Gambit's going to get his own movie. X-20.
Take it easy. Take it
Hey,
easy.
Geek Saga, take it easy, bro. X-23.
Take it easy.
Let's pump the brakes, homie. Let's
How-
pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes because she was like 11 or 12 when she filmed Logan.
Nine.
So 9. Thank you. See, and okay, just to go.
She's 19 years old.
Mose, reel me back in after this rant, okay, please. There's a lot of people that, I know that she is, that are kind of like, Emma Watson, she's so fucking hot and this and that, Cool, if that's your thing, cool. But the minute that I see a child actor on and then they've grown up, I'm good. Like, like every time I see them, I'm like, I see them as that. I don't see them as like voluptuous and like attractive and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't, and it's the same thing for like Jenna Ortega. Like, is she pretty? Yes. But I saw her in Iron Man 3. So it's like, I don't find her like extremely super attractive. You know what I mean? Like I'm not there, so it's Ash looks, why do you look so confused right now, dude?
I'm not confused. No. I'm trying to think of. I mean, you're obviously right, but then I was like, well, I did see Alyssa Milano, and she's fucking hot. so it doesn't count.
See, okay, there's that. To your point, I didn't see Alyssa Milano until she was on Charmed.
You know who's the boss for you?
No, not Who's the Boss. No.
I watched Who's the Boss.
You know, and that was the thing. It's just like seeing her in Charmed, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, she's hot. You know, but like if I were to see her on Who's the Boss, I probably would be like, nah, I'm good, thanks. You know what I mean?
Now that she's like 43, she's still the kid. Yeah.
See,
she was older. She was older than her character was older than me when I watched the shows. That was fine for me.
Yeah,
I watched Golden Girls.
Was already easy. She was already older than me.
She was in Commando? She was not in Commando.
She was the daughter. She was the daughter.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I did not know that. Did not know that. Okay. All right, and we're back. So that's our Marvel news for this week. So Gambit gets out of the void. James Spader's coming back as Ultron. So that's super exciting about that. Next, we're gonna go into some Star Wars news. All right. So hold, as Samuel L. Jackson said in Jurassic Park, hold on to your butts because it's about to get hot in here. Okay. Sigourney Weaver has confirmed per Variety that she is actually going to be in the Mandalorian and Grogu film. She didn't give much information. The quote goes, "I'm playing a very funny part in the movie. I'm looking forward to it," she said. "I can't say much about it right now, but it's fun to bounce between these different universes." Didn't know that. You know, just to see Sigourney Weaver like finally being in Star Wars, it never dawned on me that's what we needed. I guess you know how there's some stuff that we're just kind of like we didn't need that. Sigourney Weaver in Star Wars, I think we need that, right?
Is she gonna be pulling a Jack Black?
I don't know.
A Jack Black and Lizzo kind of thing?
I hope not.
Super random for no, like just so shoved in for no reason. Like
yeah, that episode of The Mandalorian was
Star Wars. Let's just bring him in for something real quick.
Why not? Let's make them a cute royal couple.
Who's she gonna be?
I don't know. I mean, when you say Sigourney Weaver's going to Star Wars, I hear Ellen Ripley's going into Star Wars. You know, so that's what I hear. You know, so yeah. You know, see, Geek, hold on to your lightsaber.
Hold on to your lightsaber.
You hold on to your lightsaber, sir. So there's that news. You know, Sigourney Weaver joining the Mandalorian and Grogu. That film's supposed to be slated in 2025, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's also supposed to be coming out in 2025. So there's that. Along the Mandalorian and along the Star Wars news, we also got some Acolyte news. The Acolyte news. This is I know. This is where it gets bad. This is where it gets bad.
Oh
no. Miss Amandla Steinberg says that she was not surprised that that the Acolyte was canceled on her IG story. Mind you, this IG story that she posted, which is, you guys, unless you ended up screenshotting it, it was about a 10-minute story, okay, that she ended up posting. and it's like, I hear what she's saying, because I get it. Was the Acolyte a perfect show? Absolutely not. Did it have its flaws? 100%. You know, was it poorly written? Yes, it was poorly written. You know, I kind of feel like there was a lot of stuff, and Mose, correct me if I'm wrong, there was a lot of stuff that was shoehorned in.
Oh, yeah.
Or a lot of stuff that felt out of order. You know,
it undid establish. There was a lot of stuff that undid established canon,
right?
With like no connection into the established canon.
Right, and there are a lot of Star Wars fans that feel that a lot of these new shows, end up shoehorning in a new character based off of the reputation of the main character in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Plagueis being one of them. You know what I mean? So there's that side of Star Wars fandom where you're just like, well, now you're forever going to associate Darth Plagueis with the Acolyte now, then Darth Plagueis and Revenge of the Sith. You know what I mean? So there's that. I'm not I don't like the fact that it was canceled. I feel that a season 2 could have fixed a lot of the problems. You know, depending on the writing and the showrunner and stuff like that. That's where I feel that they can probably end up fixing it. You know, fixing a lot of the mistakes that they made. Mose, when you heard about the cancellation, were you in the camp of like, yes, it's canceled, let's move on from this and do something else? Or were you kind of like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're not going to figure out what happened now?
Yeah, kind of more of the second one. I was more like, it wasn't a strong season. Like the first half of the season wasn't strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
In the second half of the season, the first half of the season was bad. And the second half of the season wasn't quite strong enough to make up for that first half. So I knew, I was like, they're on shaky. It's real shaky to begin with. But I really thought that those Sith fights and the Force use we were seeing, I thought that was going to be just enough to keep the viewers.
Right.
And get that season 2, at least that second season, to tie up a couple things, but it wasn't. But yeah. I thought some of that. I forget this. I forget Manny Jacinto's character's name. You see, I forget his name, but I thought the scenes he was in were so good that folks were gonna be like, "Yes, this is shit," but what else are they gonna do with that guy?
For sure.
And then a Yoda. Okay, like, hello, Yoda's here. I want to do it. So I thought those last things were gonna be just enough to get the second season, and it was like, nope.
Yeah.
Oops.
What about you, Ash? How do you feel?
That guy you said, I kind of feel like he looked like Joey a lot because he'd always have his head tilted so that his hair was in his eyes. I was like, stupid Joey. Joey's a friend of the show. What am I going to say? I'm okay with it. I am more kind of, as I said in our thing, like it's kind of upsetting for people to be happy about it because that's people's livelihood.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not even talking about the actors. I'm talking about the people that were working on it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The crew. You're talking about the crew. Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I kind of look at it as a completed story of a girl becoming who was trying to be a Jedi but almost went to Sith or whatever. It's a complete story so far as if you look at it that way. Like that's her just this origin story and it's done.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know where it could have went.
Fair.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Saul's secret was kind of like not that bad when they made it seem like he's fucking Kaiser Soze.
Yeah.
I was like,
and it was really
I kind of figured that out a while ago.
It seemed cheap. It cheapened Saul. Yeah. It really did. It cheapened his character.
To make Saul look bad. Yep.
Yeah. It cheapened his character, and that's what I didn't like. I would have preferred him like facing the trials or facing facing trial for what he did. I would have preferred that, but for her to kind of like just it was all him. It was a rogue Jedi that ended up doing this, and of course there's no one to question her because everyone's dead. You know?
No, that wasn't great. So the writing was very shaky. The whole show, the writing was shaky.
It was, and I think there were a couple episodes where it felt like a part 1 and a part 2. You know, like it's just like why are you limiting us to 28 minutes? Like show the hour.
Show the hour.
You know what's
why they weren't an hour. That's very true.
You know, like why are you shortening the episodes? The episodes you can't. It's like they didn't learn. You know, from Andor. Andor was what, 45 minutes to an hour?
I still haven't made it through it.
Obi-Wan was 50 minutes or more. You know,
and Obi-Wan was shaky too. Obi-Wan was a little shaky too.
A little bit. It was better. 100%. Yes, 100%. Yeah. So it's just kind of like what the fuck is happening, guys? Like seriously, what is happening? You know, you know. So there was that. You know, and also if you guys didn't know, Keanu Reeves was almost Master Soul. that make you like a little bit angry now because you're just like how they did Soul dirty? You're like they would have done that to fucking Keanu.
That would never have worked. We would not have believed that of Keanu.
Like you would do that to the one? Like what the fuck? Like
He
seriously?
would have had to have been harsh from the instant he stepped onto the screen, like the green skin lady. Like you're
Yes,
not quite sure
yes.
where she stands because from the jump,
100%.
Vestra.
Vanestra. Master
Yeah.
Vanestra.
You know she did some illegal dirty shit. You know
Yes.
she did.
100%.
But she's still technically a good guy. And that's the way Keanu would have had to play that role for us to buy that he would be willing to kill people like that. Trinity's character, I would believe, would kill those women before I believe Saul would.
Yeah.
Her character was very cold and stiff and formal and like, this is how the Jedi Order works. So I can
Yes.
see her character doing it, but not Saul.
You can't see Saul like that. Like come on.
It was not believable. Which is what I mean. Like they really had to rely on just their fight scenes to try to convince people to come back for season 2. It was some amazing fight choreography. Though.
It really was. The fight choreography was amazing. It was great. You know, it really was. But
Lots of hand to hand.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. It's like they did. Yeah, they did Saul dirty. They did Carrie Ann Moss's character dirty. You know, she died in the first episode. Yeah, they ended up killing off the Wookiee. We saw no Wookiee fight. What the fuck? Like seriously?
Is there a different Wookiee though? No, I don't remember. Nope, I'm thinking of a whole different.
Yeah, I think there's been a couple. There's been a couple of Wookiee Jedis. Yeah.
I'm thinking of Boba Fett. Never mind.
Oh yeah. The badass Wookiee.
Yeah, that was
the gray one. Yeah, the gray one. Yeah.
He was fucking dope.
He was dope. He kicked some ass. Yeah. But then what ended up happening where the Power Rangers showed up and kind of ruined the series. So there was that.
Now Boba Fett's canceled too. They're not doing that one either.
Well, and you know, in that light, the actor that reprised his role as Boba Fett, they asked him, "How do you feel about the Mandalorian and Grogu?" He goes, "I don't think I'm going to be in it." He goes, "I haven't been asked." You know, and he partly blames the Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, because of it.
I mean, what's the need for him?
Exactly.
There's
like
no need.
I can see it like as a cameo, like, hey, you got to go to Boba Fett because, you know, they have this fucking thing, or somehow, some way, Boba Fett has the Darksaber and they got to go to Boba Fett to go get the Darksaber. Like, you can like shoehorn him in that way, you know, but it doesn't seem like it would be done right. You know what I mean?
I can't see it. Yeah, I couldn't see it in a way that wouldn't look like we're just putting him in the movie to put him in the movie.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't shown up in anything else.
Yeah.
You know, like the other universes have crossed. Mandalorian and Ahsoka, and those have all crossed. But Boba Fett hasn't really crossed other than Mandalorian showing up in his shit and taking over.
Yeah, exactly.
Mandalorian season 2.5. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of people call the Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian season 2.5. You know, there's that. You know. So that's our Star Wars news. Star Nars. That's our Star Wars news. We're gonna go into, let's play a what if. You guys want to play what if? You know why?
I don't give a fuck.
That's why. You know, let's cast, because this came up on my feed and I thought it would be pretty cool to kind of cast the Avengers. Okay, but let's cast the Avengers with our 80s and the 80s Avengers, and let's cast the 90s Avengers. Okay, you guys don't have to do all of them. Okay, so pick your top 5, let's say top 5 Avengers, and then we'll go about it that way. Okay, so let's start off with the 90s. Okay,
I'm like,
Mose.
a picture. Go ahead.
Okay, Mose, who would you cast as? Let's see. Who would you cast? Who would you cast as Loki in the 90s?
Loki in the 90s. I feel like it's Tom Cruise.
Loki, really?
I do. I
Okay.
feel like we've seen this manic side to him that he could pull out for that character. I really see long hair Tom Cruise.
Like Mission Impossible long hair, Tom
Jumping
Cruise.
on Oprah's couch.
I love her.
I love her so much, right? Just like you're not really quite sure what he's gonna do. It would be a much harder edge to Loki, which I would have appreciated.
Okay.
Less making Loki, like they made him kind of corny.
Yes.
I mean, like I know they nerf everybody for the movies,
For sure.
I felt like they took a really sinister element out of his personality
Uh-huh.
that I think Tom Cruise would capture really well.
Okay.
So, Tom Cruise for me.
Okay. Ash?
River Phoenix. Is he dead already?
Yes,
Would he
he's
be dead
dead.
already?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly when in the 90s he passed away. I'm not 100% sure because I think his
93.
yeah, 93.
I think so. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay.
93.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was-
That
Well,
would
it's
be
still
my
90s,
guess.
so I mean you can even throw him in as the 80s. You can throw River Phoenix as Loki for the 80s.
Oh, you know what? I changed my vote.
Okay.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Team Phoenix. His Joker character. He gives a little Loki.
I see your Tom Cruise and Joaquin Phoenix, and I raise you Gary Oldman.
Ooh.
Well, not Fifth Element, Gary Oldman, but everything else.
Right.
A little bit of Fifth Element, Gary Oldman.
No, a little bit because he was psychotic. He was a little psychotic
Yeah,
in
like
that.
the manic
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got what's that?
I said shout out to Gary fucking
Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman.
Love
Yes.
that guy.
Okay. Ash, pick an Avenger.
Cap.
Captain America. Okay. Mose, who would you cast as a '90s Captain America?
Oh my gosh. Oh, Kevin Costner.
For the '90s. Okay.
Kevin
Thank
Costner.
God you're not casting.
What are you
Wow. Fuck.
You can't see Kevin Costner riding
As
up,
Captain America.
giving a speech about making the hard choices. Come on. You
Kevin
can't see Costner doing that.
Kevin Costner was born 45. He was never lived.
That was Captain America. He's like the grumpiest old man for no reason.
Maybe the bodyguard version of him as
Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Betty's dad. I can't put together.
Oh,
Betty Ross's dad.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe as
that
that.
Zero guy. Which one? From which movie?
Yeah. Which one?
Actually, no. He's the same in the two Hulk movies. He's the one that's the same. That's true.
The only one that's different is in the Edward Norton one because the Edward Norton one, it's no, is it?
No,
No,
yeah.
you're right. You're right.
He's the
Sam
same.
Elliott's in the first one, the Ang Lee one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn. That one was rough. I saw
All right.
some the other day on a plane. I was very sad. It
Oh boy.
was rough.
Oh boy. Mose, who would you cast? Who would you cast as Captain America in the '90s?
That's what I said. Kevin Costner.
Oh, Kevin Costner. I'm sorry. My bad.
I stand by that. Bodyguard
Okay.
Kevin Costner running up on your ass with his shield. Yeah.
Bodyguard Kevin Costner. Okay.
Bodyguard Kevin Costner.
All right. Ash, what about you?
He said. I thought he said
I
a
know
young
mine now.
version of the guy playing General Ross.
No, he's saying that
yeah.
he sees Kevin Costner playing General Ross.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad.
I would have to go. That I would see Tom Cruise as Cap.
Captain America?
Yeah, because they were already giving him leading. You know what I mean? Like
He's so little.
he wasn't going to play Loki.
He's
he was
just
gonna
little.
play-
That's the only problem. He's just
so
little.
That's what they have Apple boxes for. And
Something like Anthony Starr wearing boots that are like making him 5'8", 5'11".
Oh yeah.
Anthony Starr wears boots that make him 6'3".
Yeah.
Platform boots.
He really does. Yeah, he really. That's why they never do like feet shots on him or anything like that.
Exactly, because he's
Yeah.
not that tall.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Let's see. My Captain America.
Or Patrick Swayze.
Ah, you bastard.
You
Did I
just
take it from you?
Captain America. Good.
You just
Sorry.
You just took it from me.
I don't mind Patrick.
Sorry.
I
No, it's
don't-
all good. It's all good.
Not the fucking hungry eyes.
Don't talk about Dally that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say Patrick Swayze. All right, Mose, pick an Avenger character.
Oh, T'Challa, of course.
T'Challa. Okay, who would be your
He's not an
90s?
Avenger, but I'm putting him in there anyway.
No, he's an Avenger. Fuck that. He's an Avenger.
Yep.
I know who it would be.
Black Panther in the 90s. Who?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
You're saying Cuba? Okay. What about you, Mos?
Definitely would have been him.
Morris
It
Chestnut.
was not.
Oh,
Morris
that's a good
Chestnut.
Not being a dick, there was not a lot of who? What did she say?
Morris
I said Morris
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Oh,
90s Morris Chestnut.
Guys does so many B movies, it wouldn't be funny.
so what? That probably would have catapulted his
That would've
fucking
made him.
career.
Yeah, that chocolate skin. Yes, sir.
Ooh. When I think 90s, I'm thinking Denzel as, yeah. But I feel Denzel's like the easy answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good.
Denzel's the easy answer.
You have to think of the people like they give franchises to. If
Denzel.
if Tom Cruise is Cap, they
Hey, I
won't, they
was
won't
like,
be giving.
you're still saying Denzel.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he wouldn't play a side character. He would
Right.
have to be Captain America or that
I
level,
see
or
what you mean.
even
Yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Man level.
Like I would. And how dope would it be seeing Denzel Washington in the Black Panther film walking up to Killmonger and he goes and he says, "You can see I am not dead." You know,
Yep.
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
His Alonzo voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
With his "I'm about to cry" face.
Yep. A shaky lip.
That would have
Yeah.
been a cool shout out if he played the dad. I mean, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, kind of.
T'Chaka. He could play
T'Chaka.
T'Chaka.
He could play a young T'Chaka. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I can see that.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick Ant-Man. Ant-Man in the 90s.
I feel like
Emilio.
I'm
You're
not
gonna go with
gonna
Emilio? Okay.
be Paul Rudd. He could still
Paul, I know, right?
be Paul Rudd.
Okay. I'm gonna say Ben Stiller
Okay.
as
Okay.
Ant-Man.
I would want that for him.
Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn.
Oh my god, he'd be so
Vince Vaughn.
fucking funny.
Swingers Vince Vaughn.
Swingers Vince Vaughn?
Swingers level Vince Vaughn. Damn. Yeah. No, I'm going with Vince Vaughn. I want his twitchiness. His fast talk, yeah. As someone who's
Oh,
been
man.
breathing, imagine he's in the van telling you why he didn't do what he did, and it's just like meh, 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 meh. And that Vince Vaughn voice. Yeah, I'm here for
Or
that.
playing Miguel.
Playing Miguel would be good too.
It would be awesome, dude. Just
You mean Luis?
yeah. Oh, Luis. I'm sorry. His real name is Miguel,
and I
right?
co-signed on it. Playing
You
Miguel.
did. You did.
Oh, right.
And his real name is not Miguel. His real name is Michael, dude. His name's Michael Pena. That's 2 strikes for you, dude.
That is just Miguel. I get away with it.
And I definitely co-signed. Damn,
Okay. All right.
racism is real.
Let's see. All right, Mose. All right, last round. Mose, pick an Avenger.
I mean, if we don't do Iron Man, that would be ridiculous.
Okay.
90s
Who-
Iron Man.
Who's your 90s Iron Man?
Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson.
With those baby blues? I can see that. Okay.
Mel Gibson. Can't you
All
see him in his suit talking shit? I am Iron Man. And just walking out, I can see it.
I see Riggs in an Iron Man suit. Like that's how he would play it. He would have to play it like that.
Yeah,
You know.
he would. Real manic, and but like
Yeah.
at the same time, like he's crazy because he's so fucking smart. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
That I would do Vince Vaughn.
Iron Man? Really?
I see the charisma and I see the confidence. I'm
Mm.
not looking at like Mel Gibson, unless it was What a Girl Wants version. Like I don't see that charisma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was
You guys
considered
are laughing, but you guys saw that fucking movie.
He was
Sure
considered
did.
a heartthrob in the 90s. Somebody thought he was.
Fucking, we could have just said Robert Downey Jr. To be honest.
We did. Fair. We could have said
Yeah,
Robert
that we
Downey
could have said Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
We could have. He's just destined to play that role.
He really is.
I've never seen a better. I don't know if I've ever seen a better casted role than him.
And then, I don't see him as Mel Gibson as a genius. I don't see, you know what I mean? I just don't.
I didn't see Robert
He
Downey
pulls off
Jr.
both.
as a genius. I couldn't have seen Robert Downey Jr. as a genius, but he changed
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's true.
All right.
What was he in? Yeah.
Yeah.
What
That
about
was
you,
fun.
Ash? You said
What was
Vince
he in Less Than
Vaughn?
Zero? Wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of the Val Kilmer movie. Dead Bang, not Bang
Kiss,
Bang.
Kiss, Bang, Bang.
I was getting there. What was the question?
You said Vince Vaughn for Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna swing and go with Tom Cruise for Iron Man. I think Tom Cruise
Just
would
because he
have
was
been a good Iron Man.
originally sought after.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise doesn't have charisma for me. He just scares me. Something's
Okay.
wrong
All right.
I couldn't see him taking orders from anybody though.
at all.
You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
and he just seems crazy for real.
Okay.
Shout out to Tom Cruise because black people love Tom Cruise. I don't know why, but it's true.
Yeah. No, I hear you. All right. So we're gonna go real quick on this because I know we've been spending a little bit of time on this, but
Oh, can I say honorable mention?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Matt Dillon as the Hulk.
As Bruce Banner?
Yeah.
As Bruce Banner or as the Hulk?
Well, a little both.
Well, a little bit of both. Come on.
But I'm thinking
Okay.
outsiders. Matt Dillon, you know what I mean? Like, fucking,
Okay, I can see that. Okay, so I found a list on Ranker. Okay, they ended up putting together the 90s and the 80s Avengers. So I'm gonna go ahead and rattle them off real quick. For the 90s, Star-Lord Brendan Fraser, Black Panther Denzel Washington, Doctor Strange Keanu Reeves, The Wasp Sandra Bullock. Okay. Mind you, remember this for this next one. There's no CGI. This is all practical effects. Rocket Raccoon. Joe Pesci. War Machine. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Thor. Brad Pitt. Mantis. Winona Ryder.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a hot ass.
Loki. Gary Oldman. Falcon. Eddie Murphy. Ant-Man. Ben Stiller. Wanda. Alicia Silverstone.
Nope.
Thanos, Mel Gibson, Pepper Potts, Sharon Stone. I don't see her. I see Sharon Stone more as Wanda.
She's way too sexy to be Pepper.
Yeah,
Potts.
I see, and when I was reading that, I see flip Alicia Silverstone and Sharon Stone. Do that. Don't do that.
Correct.
Spider-Man, Jared Leto, Iron Man, Tom Cruise, Hawkeye, Johnny Depp, Hulk. Or Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner would be David Duchovny. You get Lou Ferrigno to do Hulk. Okay. For the 90s. Captain America. I don't agree with this one. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ugh.
Don't agree with it.
7.
Terrible.
Yeah. Vision. They're saying Jean-Claude Van Damme for Vision. Okay.
No.
Yeah. And there's no casting for Black Widow. Okay.
What the fuck?
There's no casting for Black Widow for the 90s.
We're doing this fucking
Black
splits.
Widow.
Right.
Vision would be doing the splits in the movie.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
For no reason.
No
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
That's how
Just
it would be.
like in Time Cop.
He would walk in. Captain America would walk in the room and he would be all for no reason.
For no reason.
He'd just be phasing through while doing the splits into different rooms.
Getting kicked. Ow.
Yeah, right.
His intro in Expendables, he's just on the side of a mountain in a split between logs.
Yeah.
No
reason.
No point for that.
No reason.
Dude, were 4 of your picks. Yeah, go ahead.
For the 80s, Star-Lord, Tom Cruise, Black Panther, Eddie Murphy, Doctor Strange, Val Kilmer, Wasp, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Rocket would be Danny DeVito. I know. War Machine, Danny Glover. Remember, this is the 80s. These are all 80s, okay? Thor, Mel Gibson. Mantis, Ellie Sheed. If you guys don't know who Ellie Sheed is. Huh?
Sheedy.
Ali Sheedy from Breakfast
Sheedy.
Club?
Yeah, from Breakfast Club.
Okay.
As Mantis.
Yes. She's the Winona Ryder of the 80s. That is
Right.
correct.
Loki, Mickey Rourke. Right? Yeah. Falcon, LeVar Burton. I can see that. I can see LeVar Burton as Falcon. That'd be kind of dope. That'd be dope.
Any box head black man will do this.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Mose. That's fucked up. Ant-Man, Michael Douglas. I think that would fit, you know.
Since he was, yes,
Yeah.
Ant-Man at a point. That is correct.
Wanda would be Molly Ringwald.
No. Just because she's redheaded? No.
Thanos, Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
There is no 80s Pepper Potts. Spider-Man, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Iron Man, Harrison Ford.
Oh no, I don't like it.
Hawkeye, Kevin Costner. It's only because of Robin Hood.
Right? I was gonna say y'all are not creative.
And remember, this is all coming from Ranker, okay? Bruce Banner, Kevin Bacon. I can see that as Bruce Banner. But Lou Ferrigno still being the Hulk.
Not if Bruce Banner is the level of scientist he is. Get Kevin Bacon the fuck out of here. Hollow Man head ass. Get him the fuck out of here.
Captain America, Emilio Estevez.
No.
Vision.
Who was Emilio?
Emilio is Captain America.
Terrible. It would be
Didn't I
James
say that?
Spader. Terrible.
Yeah. In the 80s. In the 80s.
Yeah, 80s Spader. You guys
Vision would be Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
And Black Widow would be Michelle Pfeiffer.
Is this because of Catwoman?
That'd be pretty hot.
Probably.
No, there are redheaded actresses. Find them. Y'all are so boring. Boring, Ranker. You're basic. You're basic.
All right, so we're gonna jump into our rapid fire. Go ahead.
It's cool that they're stars, but those fight scenes would just be punches and
So
they'd be
boring.
whack.
They'd
be so boring.
terrible. Those motherfuckers ain't learning how to fight for real. Get out of here.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to jump into our rapid fire. I'm just going to go ahead and read off the news that's happening because there's really not a lot of content to it. So with that being said, you guys can go ahead and leave comments on what you guys think, if you guys are excited for this rapid fire news or not, okay? Spider-Man 4 is supposed to be a multiverse film. Oasis is making... Yeah, thank you. Oasis is making a comeback after 15 years. That's Oasis the band. Okay. Yeah. Chris Hemsworth Hulk Hogan movie officially has been canceled, and I blame the Ben Affleck one for it.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah. Paul Rudd and Jack Black are in talks to remake Anaconda, so I'm thinking it's going to be a comedy. Okay.
Wow. There are monsters. Monster snakes and jokes. Get the fuck out of here.
That kind of looks like my dick. That's what it would be. That's what it would be.
Oh my gosh!
You know that's what it would be.
Anaconda right here in my bed.
Yeah, you know for a fact they would crack one joke like that. You know.
They're gonna be playing "Baby Got Back," and it's just gonna be "My Anaconda Don't." My Anaconda, like the thing broke.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Yeah, and then Jack Black looking like, "That's pretty funny, huh?"
That's pretty hilarious. No, 2 people just died. What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about, Jack? Let's see. Predator Badlands has started filming with Elle Fanning. Okay.
Elle Fanning is not Native American. Why are we not just getting more of the Native American girl?
I don't know, man. Why are you yelling at me?
God damn it! Somebody on the phone.
I didn't do this. This is rapid fire news, not my news.
Who wrote this story? Oh, I hate it.
Let's see. The director of All Quiet on the Western Front, which has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, is the front-running director for the next James Bond films. Mosby, I need your help with this, okay? We're talking about One Piece now, season 2.
Woo!
Okay? Katie Sagal has been cast as... Huh? I know I'm going to say it wrong. That's what...
Let me see who you're talking about before you say the names wrong.
Yeah. Please,
Okay.
please. Okay. Katie Sagal, if you guys don't know who Katie Sagal is, she played her biggest... yes, thank you. Dr. Krua?
Correa.
See? Mose, you do that part. Just do it. You do it. You do it.
She's playing Dr. Correa,
There you go.
which I'm 50-50 on. I know
Okay.
it's because she was badass Gemma that they feel like she can play Correa. So I'm like, okay, but we're really missing out without Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a very sad day.
Okay.
Then it's Dr. Hero Look. Hero Look. And I hope he wears the weird hat the whole time. He better wear that top.
There
He
you go.
better have it on.
Mosby's been drinking tequila, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't judge her.
The next one is Nefertari Cobra, who is Vivi's dad. And Vivi's dad.
Okay.
She's not playing this girl, Chandra. She's not playing Miss Wednesday. She's playing Vivi.
Oh, she's playing Vivi? Okay, so then the article that I was reading got it wrong then because they put her on there as Miss Wednesday. Okay.
Miss Wednesday is in this season, but she's being played by somebody else. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And lastly, for the rapid fire news, we're jumping into a little bit of video game news. So for all you video game hardcore fanatics, Alan Wake and Control are in planning stages right now to either be a film or television show. Mose, let us know how you feel about that.
I should have finished those games. I started them both. I got to a hard part on them both, and I haven't played them.
You said fuck it.
Control's pretty cool. But like she's got these telekinetic abilities, and as you're moving around this building full of, it's like the world between worlds. It's like she's into a world in between our universes, and there's these beings that exist in between. And she uses these cool abilities, like she's up in the air floating, and you still shooting your gun, and the bullets bend and shit. It's a good time.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
If you're in between games, I found Control when I was in between games because I was waiting for the next God of War. So I was just like, what can I play?
Right
It's
on.
a third-person RPG kind of thing. Small world, so it's not huge. It's all in one building, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. And so I could definitely see it being a show, not a movie.
Okay.
I couldn't imagine sitting watching 2 hours straight.
Okay.
Alan Wake can kiss my ass.
The way that you explained Control, it reminds me, there was this one game that I was playing when the 360 was big. Do you remember Too Human?
No, Too Human.
Too Human was, and I think I feel it was a sleeper because every time I tell people about it, they're just like, no, but the concept sounds amazing. It's a techno world, okay, but you're Greek, you're gods, you're Greek gods. So you're playing as, I believe, Thor, okay, and you start to, like, as you level up, yes. As you level up and you're playing, you kind of add more more technology to your armor and stuff like that, and then you get to upgrade Mjolnir and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's a really cool game. It is a third person RPG game. I really wish that they would bring it out, like re-release it. You know, because I believe it's only exclusive to Xbox 360, but with Xbox selling all their catalog off and shit like that, probably if I can get a copy of it on PlayStation 5, that would be dope, because that game I spent fucking hours playing. Hours. It was really, really good. I love that. And I wish they would adapt that into a TV show or, you know, but probably won't happen. I digress.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next two topics, and then we're gonna go into an SD. Did you know? Okay. Rush Hour 4 is actually being shopped around to different studios.
Cool.
Okay, it's being shopped around to different studios. Okay, the script's been written. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, they're on board. The reason why it's not being picked up is because of the director, Brett Ratner, who directed the last three, was in a lot of hot water because he SH'd a couple of women on a couple of his movie sets. Okay, I'm not trying to get us canceled here.
Sexually harassed. Allegedly.
Yes,
allegedly.
No, he was convicted. He ended up. No, he was convicted. No, that's why I didn't say allegedly. That man was convicted. You know, yeah.
Fuck you, Brett Ratner.
Yeah. He sexually assaulted a few people and a few women on a few films, and that's really why no studios want to touch Rush Hour 4. I really hope if they do make Rush Hour 4, he's not attached, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the studios are like, cool, we'll buy the rights, but he can't come.
He can't come. He's not invited.
He's not invited to play in the sandbox, but
I agree.
You guys are cool. He can't go.
Get him the fuck out of here.
You know, it's very much in the same light of the no homers.
No homers.
You know, you know, it's in that same light. The no homers. You know,
maybe the real question is, do we need a Rush Hour 4?
I don't think so. I think we said everything we needed to say with Rush Hour 2. I don't really think we needed a 3.
Wait, tell me the plot of Rush Hour 3.
3 was way watered down.
Extremely, because
they were in France.
They were in France.
I remember my favorite Japanese character is in there. I don't know why he was playing a Chinese man's sibling, but yes.
Yeah, it was in France, and apparently one of the models had some sacred thing tattooed on her.
Oh yes,
You remember?
That's why
Yeah.
she wore the wigs.
Exactly, and then Chris Tucker had a big old, he's like, "Oh, I kissed a man, I kissed," you know, he's all flipping out and shit.
Real not. He wouldn't get away with that today.
Yeah, absolutely not. So there's that. Okay. So hopefully Rush Hour 4 doesn't see the light of day. Hopefully Brett Ratner falls off a cliff and breaks his ankles and can never walk again. And I say that with the utmost love that I have for any human being that has been accused or convicted of sexual assault. They should all burn in hell for that. Thank you very much.
What the hell? He said, "We're not talking about it. We're just going to talk about it."
Let's see. Next, Heat 2 is in development. Michael Mann has written the script to Heat 2. Do we need Heat 2? I'll take that as a no.
It could be named anything else.
It's nothing sacred.
Michael Mann actually wrote the book to Heat 2. It was published in 2021, I believe. He currently has Adam Driver as the lead, and also your favorite actor, Austin Butler, as one of the other leads. They are supposed to be playing. Yeah. They're supposed to be playing the Pacino, De Niro roles. That's who they haven't said who's supposed to play who, but that's who they're supposed to be playing.
Well, this is supposed to pick up right where it left off.
Apparently,
Okay.
according
This is
to
fucking Superman all over again. All of a sudden, they're 20 years younger.
Yeah, according to Variety, when they interviewed Michael Mann, he says because Heat was close to 3 hours, Michael Mann says, "I'm working on the screenplay." And this is how we know that this man is still childish, because this is what he says. "I'm working on a screenplay 7 days a week, and it's large, or at least as large as the original." Hey, 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 hey. That's the quote, okay?
Grow up, you're a professional.
And he says the original was 2 hours and 50 minutes. So we're talking about closer to 3.5 hour film for Heat 2. Okay.
Listen.
Heat was amazing. Heat was amazing. Okay. Val Kilmer was fucking badass in Heat. Okay. He has been, and I shit you not, the scene where he's reloading the M16 behind the cover has been used, okay, and I know this for a fact, okay, has been used in a lot of SWAT team training videos, FBI training videos, because he has done it the most accurate way possible. Okay. So
Excellent.
it's awesome. Like just to know that Val Kilmer's like renowned in the entire like community as far as like, hey, the way you reloaded that fucking M16 and killed all those police officers, fucking mint, bro. You did it the best way humanly possible. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Well done, sir.
Well done.
Write that down.
I'm just saying. Write that down. Rookie, are you writing that down? Yes, sir.
Insane.
Let's see. And in our DC news, there is a beautiful documentary that is going to be released in theaters. It is called Super/Man. It is the story of Christopher Reeves playing Superman. Saw the trailer. Trailer was a beautiful trailer. Can't really play the trailer because we'll get canceled on YouTube. They'll end up flagging our stuff on YouTube. Very, very beautiful documentary trailer. They talk to his wife. They talk to his 3 kids and stuff like that. They say it's Christopher Reeve is Superman. I'm sorry, is Superman. We can have all the Henry Cavill in the world. We can have the David Cornsweats, but Christopher Reeves is Superman, which is why we still get cameos and stuff like that. You know,
we did
years later. You know, he was in Smallville. Mm-hmm. You know, he was in Smallville, so it's a lot. You know, you can, and it follows his entire story, the tragedy that happened. You know, him falling off the horse, breaking his neck, being a paraplegic, and stuff like that. So it's a really good film. It's supposed to be out in theater, so when you guys get a chance, you guys should catch that in movie theaters. Let's see. Speaking of trailers, the Sonic 3 trailer dropped on Tuesday. I'm fucking hyped. That trailer looked good.
I didn't see it.
No, I know you're real hesitant on trailers.
Yeah, the trailers just show too much. I mean, if I had watched all those Deadpool trailers and missed out on all the cool things I got to see,
yeah,
I'd be upset.
Oh, trust me, in that aspect, I was extremely pissed that they showed X-23 in a trailer.
Yes, they
did. I was
Pretty
fucking livid when I saw that.
Pretty tacky behavior.
I was livid to see that. You know, Sonic 3 trailer dropped on Tuesday. Jim Carrey reprises his role as Dr. Robotnik, as well as his dad, Gerald Robotnik, in the film. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a Gerald Robotnik.
Yeah, Shadow is in the film, which is cool.
Yes.
Played by Keanu, okay? And the voice fits Shadow. Like, it really does. It really does. There's one scene where he's standing there and Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic is standing there, and he goes, well, you're a colorful bunch, you know? So it's like in that very much the Keanu-esque voice, as I horribly played right now. There was that.
A for effort, Esty. A for effort.
Yes, I got an A.
Got an A.
I got an A. So there's that. Okay, so it was a really good trailer. If you guys get a chance, catch it. Again, we can't play it here because if we do, YouTube will rip us down off of their website and say you can't play in the YouTube sandbox anymore.
I don't understand why we keep getting copyrighted. What's the way that we're supposed to be doing it?
The only thing that I can think of is right before we put property of Paramount pictures and then playing it. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. We would probably have to test that, to be quite honest. You know, because there's a lot of people that do like live reacts to the trailers
all the time.
You know, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like only a select few that have been paid for it, and they're just like, you know, I don't know what it is. So Paramount, if we want to show your shit, dude, like, you know,
we're trying to get you views. Stop playing.
That's it. They're like, we don't need the views. I'm like,
we
shut up, man.
Why
you gotta be a dick?
Don't be such a dick.
God damn it. And to go ahead and wrap up the show, we're going to go ahead and close the show with a Esty Did You Know?
Oh.
Now,
this year, I know, right? We have graphics and everything. It's so fun. Wow.
I know, right? So excited. Thank you. Inglourious Bastards turns 15 this year. Okay, it's been 15 years since Inglourious Bastards ended up premiering. So I'm going to go ahead and end the show with a couple things that you may or may not have known about Inglourious Bastards. Let's see, the final scene in Inglourious Bastards in the theater, in the cinema, where they played Nation's Pride in front of the entire Third Reich. The fire that took place burned, according to Eli Roth, burned 3 times hotter than it was supposed to. Wow. The flag that caught fire was not supposed to catch fire. It falling down was not supposed to happen. So because of how hot it was, it weakened the cable that was holding it. And that ended up happening. BJ Novak, if you guys remember, was in the film, and he played one of the bastards. He had to take a leave of absence from The Office, and they actually reference this in the few episodes of The Office where they ask him, "Where's Ryan?" And their response is, "Ryan's in Thailand with friends." That was that time period.
That's so funny.
That's the time period, you know, of it happening. Did you also know that a relative of Anne Frank was in the film?
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Patrick Elias, okay, the actor that played Shoshana's father in the beginning, his dad, Buddy Elias, is first cousins with Anne Frank.
That's crazy.
And in honor of that, for Donnie's bat that he carries. Okay, they carved Anne Frank's name on the bat.
Dude, when I went to Amsterdam was that last year? Yeah, that was when I went to Amsterdam and we went to the Anne Frank Museum. You can walk the steps they walked. Like there's in the museum, they turned that house that they hid into a museum.
Yep.
And you can go into the rooms they had to live in, and it's just so fucking surreal.
It's crazy.
You realize they had this square footage as their whole world for like 2 years. It's just crazy.
Yep.
So, I mean, that had to feel good to be bashing some Nazis in with that bat.
No shit. Speaking of Donnie the Jew Bear, Donowitz, the original role, Quentin Tarantino wrote the role for none other than Adam Sandler.
What?
Right?
Oh, wow.
Can you see fucking Adam Sandler coming out with dog tags and the wife beater and saying the exact same lines that Eli Roth said?
Oh my god, I can hear the lines, but I can't see. Like, man.
In another, go ahead, Ash.
I can't see it, but then that's the point.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that guy gets the same fucking role, and it's always Adam Sandler.
Right.
Like Punch Drunk Love is amazing, and I didn't think I would a neurotic. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know. But you never know. Again, because he probably would have buffed out. He probably would have. Done something.
If he had buffed out, it might have worked. Maybe.
And the only reason why Adam Sandler passed on it was because he was filming the movie Funny People. That's the only reason why he passed on it.
Gross.
Quentin Tarantino did write.
Thank you, Tarantino.
Yeah,
I'm going to work with Seth Rogen.
I know, right? Quentin Tarantino did go ahead and write the role of Lieutenant Aldo Rain for Brad Pitt. Okay, Brad Pitt wanted to go ahead and work with Quentin Tarantino for a long time, but hesitated because Quentin Tarantino constantly partners with the Weinstein Company. Now, for those that don't know, Harvey Weinstein, falling under all those accusations, or not accusations. Well, no, they are accusations because he was cleared of them, wasn't he?
Some of them.
Because he sexually assaulted or sexually harassed Gwyneth Paltrow in the 90s.
Yes.
That's why Brad Pitt was like, no, fuck the Weinsteins. I'm not going to go ahead and do it.
Because that was his lady at the time.
Yeah, exactly. So he made an exception just because he wanted to work with Quentin. Okay, and apparently in his contract he goes, I don't want to talk to anybody from the Weinstein Company. I don't want anybody to do it. Like, they can't tell me shit on how I'm going to act in this role. They said fine, and he ended up playing the role. Let's see. There was a point where Quentin Tarantino was writing the script, and when he was writing Hans Landa, if you guys don't know who Hans Landa is, that's Christoph Waltz character in the film. He originally wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to play that film, but changed his mind because he felt that role needed to be played by a German speaking actor.
Absolutely, you needed the accent to be right. Yep.
Originally, Michael Fassbender auditioned for that, but was given the role of Hickox. Another person that also auditioned for Hans Landa was Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg also auditioned for that one, and then also auditioned for Hickox.
What? Okay.
Yes.
Fucking Ginger Pegg?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Tim Roth also
Nice.
Yes. Tim Roth also ended up auditioning for Hickok. He didn't audition for Hans Landa, right? But he did audition for Hickox. Obviously, he couldn't do it because of the TV show Lie to Me. Simon Pegg didn't do it because of the movie Tintin, The Adventures of Tintin. He ended up doing that one, and they gave Michael Fassbender Hickox.
Nice.
So until they found Christoph Waltz. Now, canonically speaking, Hickox's character, okay, in Inglourious Bastards is directly related to Oswald Hickox in The Hateful Eight.
Oh!
Right?
Tarantino, take a break.
Lieutenant Aldo Raines' character is directly related to Floyd Raines in True Romance.
What?
Yeah. The stoner?
Yeah, both played by Brad Pitt, mind you.
Yes.
And Donnie Donowitz is directly related to Lee Donowitz from True Romance. This has all been confirmed. This has all been confirmed by Quentin Tarantino.
Wow.
We don't know what to do.
I don't remember his name.
Michael Rappaport?
I think so.
Okay, he's not one of the bad guys.
I think so, yeah.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
The character Bridget von Hammersmark is loosely adapted by Marlene Dietrich, who was an actor and singer in Germany. She did work in the Office of Strategic Services during the war. Mike Myers' parents essentially begged Quentin Tarantino to be in the film as tribute to his parents because his parents were World War II veterans. In the mid-2000s, Quentin Tarantino considered it to be a miniseries because his script was too long, but ended up adapting the Pulp Fiction tactics that he used in order to shave down some of the script. Originally, Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger would be the ones to lead the Bastards. Okay. Shoshana was originally in early drafts a assassin who was going around killing Nazi officers, crossing off names. He ended up taking that part out and threw it into Kill Bill. And lastly, Quentin Tarantino started writing Inglourious Bastards in 1998. 10 years, took him 10 years because he struggled with the ending. Okay, he was trying to make it his masterpiece film. So if he ended up making it his masterpiece film, he said that would have been his last film that he would have directed, and he would have been done.
Wow.
Is he still doing 10 and done? Is he still doing that?
He's doing one more, but he said he ended up changing his mind. That's not his final film. He's doing one more, and then there's one more final film that he says that he wants to do.
And then
there's just this one project, and then I'm done. I swear.
after my Ferrari, one more.
Okay, once I finish this payment from this, and then I'm done.
Yeah,
My girl wants to go to Italy, one more.
One more out of it.
Yes. So
That's cool. 'Cause that's been ever since.
yeah,
Pulp Fiction and Resident Evil, the brothers, the Vega brothers, Vincent
Yeah.
Vega.
yeah. They're saying there was I didn't have time to fall into the Reddit rabbit hole, but there's a Reddit out there that they're saying that Pulp Fiction is an allegory for music.
Let's pretend I know that word and explain it to everybody else.
Tell everybody else so they know too.
Yeah. You know?
Come on now, Esther, you introduced this topic.
I know, right? What's Ving Rhames' character again in it?
Marcellus Wallace.
Marcellus is supposed to be an allegory for blues. And yeah, it's like this whole rabbit hole. Like I started reading, I'm like, this is too much. This is a lot. Like I'm not going to fall down. Yeah, it's supposed to be an allegory for the music world and how music is constantly changing and constantly moving and adapting and taking things from other genres and stuff like that. That's what it's supposed to be. I gotta find the Reddit. I'll send it to you guys so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I don't want to read.
I'm over here just like I'm really thinking it through. I need to read. Yeah, send me the Reddit. Send it.
All right, I'll find it and I'll send it over. Ashley's like, I don't want to read. On that note,
Jerry Curl for breakdancing?
It might be, yes. I think it says it at the very end. Yes. I don't know if you're making fun of my internet or if you're actually doing that.
The one time we're actually not making
I know, right? I know, right? I can't tell. Can't tell. On that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for episode 185 of Comics. We're nearing episode 200. We're getting close to episode 200. 15 episodes until we're at episode 200. And I'm sure Ash will make it big because I think episode 200 is his episode.
Yay.
I think it is. I think it is. So be prepared for a 6-hour show for episode 200.
I've been working on it for 7 years.
So yeah, it feels that way. Feels that way. But I want to go ahead and thank everybody for joining us for Comix this episode 185. Thank you guys. It will be up on our social medias later, so you guys can go ahead and take a look and rewatch it. Make sure to leave us comments. Thank you guys so much for sharing us, liking us, sharing all that love. And before we go ahead and go, Mosby, I just want to let you know that I did go ahead and get the stuff that you wanted for the show when you play, so here's a little bit.
Oh, brother, this guy
That guy stinks.
brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah.
And Mosby also wanted when she does the Who Wore It Best.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
You guys will hear those sounds when Mosby hosts in 2 episodes. On that note, thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys every single time. We are live every Saturday now, unless otherwise. But on that note, thank you guys so much. Remember, we are Comix, and we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.